Hello again, kitties, and welcome back to Abundant Insights. This is Dil Divine, and I am bringing you today a Timeless Pathways Pick a Pile reading. Today's topic is going to be based on love and romance. It was one of the requests when I asked folks, what would you like a reading about on Facebook? This is what came up first. And what I've decided to do is I have 3 different groups. They're going to have the same format with the exception of the last card at the end is going to be different. So these are the 3 different piles. So first up is if you would like the Mermaids and Dolphins reading. Okay. Or perhaps you would like your love and romance ally to be the unicorn. So we have the oracles of the unicorn. And then we also have Les Vampires. I felt called to this one for whatever reason today for folks. Like something told me bring this out. I know it's a little different, a little bit more mysterious, but I felt like there's a group out there who wanted and would need to receive a message. Now, as a heads up, this is a Timeless Pathways reading. So that means at any point that you tune in to, watch, receive, view this reading, and etc., it's the right time. So just go with the flow, allow yourself to receive it, and please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everyone who's already been doing that. I am so grateful, helping to grow the channel and expand influence. And let's really make sure we're using this time creatively to share our gifts, share the knowledge, and help everybody with their high vibrational evolutions and journeys. So with that being said, I'm going to move these out the way for now, and we're going to get ready to jump into the reading. So in order to kind of get us started, I figured let's start off with like my usual fave, the Energy Oracle by Sandra and Taylor. And I apologize that my camera does not autofocus. So I will make sure to put these titles in the description, and as always, I will take a picture of the spread at the end and post it to the @AbundantInsights Instagram account. This way you can see it there. And if you haven't followed, make sure you do, please and thank you. So with that being said, I'm gonna get to shuffling. And by the way, the opening card up here is going to be door 33, door to romance from this deck, just to kind of really make sure we're going down that route. And also below, I will have timestamps for the different piles, so please don't feel like you have to watch the entire intro if you want to just jump right in. And lastly, if you do feel called, like really strongly called to more than one pile, who's going to stop you from viewing it, right? But I do say really pick the one that resonates, and if it's a clear resonance in your spirit, then there's your answer. So now let's get to shuffling, and let's get a card from the Energy Oracle to see where we are at for door number 1. My Mermaids and Dolphins crew. All right, dear Spirit, may I please have a card for group number 1, the Mermaids and Dolphins Love and Romance group, please and thank you. And while I shuffle, I would love to hear from the comments below. How are folks really handling romance? Obviously, this is a timeless video, so please feel free to give us an update whenever you watch. But right now, we are in the era of quarantine. All right, so the card for you all, your current energy is the Thinking Man. Card number 46, okay? Wow. So right off the bat, what I'm getting, this is a 4 plus 6, so this comes to a 10. That means an ending, and usually when I think of the 10s, remember, the 10 is the more like deeper recognition. Now, if it's a positive situation, then it's a celebration, recognition, achievement, closing the chapter on a really positive note and accepting all the blessings and lessons that came from that. If it's more negative, whether it's loss, release, letting go, a rough ending, but at least it's over. Now you know it, you've learned from it, and there's also lessons and blessings in that situation. With the Thinking Man right now, the main energy I get from this card is here you see someone who's staring at what's like a beautiful crystal. He has this vibe of being an alchemist to me, like an alchemist / magician, but a little bit more posh, just given the outfit. It's not like that old tattered magician look that sometimes you see. This is more like a posh, active alchemist. Like this is somebody who's really working to transmute lead into gold, knows how to manage their materials. If he doesn't understand it, you can see that this individual is clearly studying the materials, studying what's in their hands. So for those of you in this group, you have likely a promising opportunity right in front of you. Like you likely have someone or something that looks like really, what is the word I want to say? Alluring and very attractive and a bit mysterious, which is why you're studying it, because you're basically like, how do I really use this material or this opportunity or leverage it to the best of my ability? You're studying it and you're figuring out, how do I optimally use this? How do I optimally incorporate this in my life? Yeah, that's my initial read, but let's see when we expand upon it what comes through. So I think what I want to do is now use the Enchanted Map Oracle, Colette Baron-Reid. I want to see where are we kind of heading. Like, what is the direction since you all walk through this door? Where is Spirit trying to get you to head? And then after this, I'll use tarot to clarify the two of these together. So please and thank you. Where are the Mermaids and Dolphins group kind of headed on the map? Where are they going with this thinking man energy? What are they ruminating over as far as their choices and directions, Spirit? Where are they headed? Woo! We cannot take that many. Alright, so I'm going to take the one that did pop out very clearly as I deal with all these cards. Now a mess. So we do have one card that popped out pretty clearly, and it's card number 17. And I'll zoom that in for you in a moment. So we have Ghostlands. And 1 plus 7 is an 8. I know it's hard to see. So 8 meaning strength, as well as manifestation and abundance. Now when I see the Ghostlands card for me, I see these different kind of runes and symbols circling around what kind of gives a clock shape with another clock layered in it that looks like zodiac signs. To me, whenever I see this card, especially because it has like this grayish energy, even though I know on the camera it looks a little bit more blue, but it has like this grayish inverted white and black kind of feeling going on. And since it's called Ghostlands, I usually think of sometimes being caught in the past or stuck ruminating in the past, being a little bit haunted by the past, if you will. So and then also I know it's tough, but there's kind of like two pathways even in this little time chamber, this time trap. We don't know where they either lead, where either of them one lead, but it's kind of like you're at this threshold in time and choosing which way to go. So what I'm thinking, even with these two together, it's like, okay, here's literally the thinking man contemplating what to do with the materials or resources right in front of them. And here's a card that's Ghostlands that has a little bit of crossroads energy in the fact that there are those two doorways that I'm seeing, but with this pausing in time. So kind of like what I'm getting for these two together is I think some of y'all feel a little bit, either some of y'all feel stuck right now, or some of y'all just feel like you are taking an intentional pause when it comes to love and romance and really trying to figure out, okay, which way do I go and which opportunity do I want to take advantage of? Like for y'all, because there is that material in his hands, I feel like there are some promising aspects either in front of you or right around the corner. I think now what you're trying to do is you're dealing with whatever kind of kept you a little bit in the past. So maybe there's some healing to be done, some work, because it is coming to an 8, a 1 plus 7. So to me, with that indication and need for and calling to strength, that means you are going to have to really, gather up your energy, gather up your resources, and be strong, be confident, and make a decision moving forward. It's going to require you to be strong to let the past go and not repeat the same cycle. So especially if any of y'all are debating, someone new or something from the past, the tarot will hopefully give us a little bit more insight into that. But what I'm getting is there's a full moon already in the quarter. So something already came to a completion or is a cycle. And I did start off talking about a 10. So something's ended, but now you're really at the point of truly accepting that, being at peace with it, and figuring out how do you want to proceed. And you do have options of which way to go next. So I would say overall, even though I know this is a little grayscale, I think things do look promising. I feel like right now you're just in a place of respite. May or may not even be having a little bit of hermit mode energy of reflecting at things and deciding, okay, what's going to be that next cycle and chapter? And I would say because of the Ghostlands and just because there was that haunting energy, is obviously there's no right or wrong decision as so long as you're not harming yourself or anyone, right? So Spirit's going to take care of you no matter what. But what I'm feeling, you know, with the timing and the Ghostlands, I do want to point out, just be mindful of if you are repeating a cycle or not, and ask yourself, or an experience, and ask yourself, is this serving my highest and greatest good? Is this really nourishing me, my desires, needs, and wants, or not? I would definitely take advantage of this pause energy from this combination and really review that. All right, so now let's jump into the tarot. Do I want to do the tarot next? You know what? Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to do next? My apologies. I know what I'm doing. So the last thing for really setting that context is we're going to jump right to the Romance Oracle cards, the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue, okay? And we're going to leverage the Romance Angels to just flat out tell us, okay, what are they seeing as the most important thing when it comes to your love and romance life? How they're determining where you're at, okay? So what do the Romance Angels want you all to know? Dear Romance Angels, Angels of Unconditional Love, please and thank you. Now we have a card for the Mermaids and Dolphins group. Please and thank you. Dear Spirit, may we please have a card for the Mermaids and Dolphins group. Oh my gosh, of course you get two when I'm trying to keep it tidy. Spirit. Okay. Okay, deception. Interesting. And you deserve love. Okay. So we got deception and you deserve love. So deception. And it reads, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And then for you deserve love. You are lovable. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. So what I'm getting for y'all, especially with all this thinking, this pause, this reflection, this sussing out of how to utilize the materials or which path to walk down. What I'm getting with these cards coming out is, A, with the you deserve love, your homework is really making sure you're increasing your self-love, your worthiness, your sense of deserving, and really understanding and emanating love from within. That was one of the intentions and messages I was like processing and getting when I meditated before doing this reading. And it's really important that you have love within and then you share the overflow. So essentially you need to have a full cup and then give from what floweth over, right? And you want to be and attract people who do the same. So when you really, especially because in this Ghostlands, using the energy devoid of color and stuff, is like, bring the vibrance of love and color into your life, okay? Like, up that lovability, if you will. Zhuzh up your personality. Tap back into what makes you you, what makes you love you, and then that will also allow others to love you authentically. Because you have to start with yourself. And I really feel maybe that's why you're taking all this pause and healing too, because, you know, there's some stuff that's really perhaps made you question, made you think, made you reminisce on, you know, how great am I? You know, Like, have you forgotten how posh and polished and beautiful you are and you look and you radiate? Have you forgotten that you're the alchemist? Have you forgotten your power? Or maybe you haven't totally forgotten since you have the crystal in your hand. But are you doubting or questioning yourself when it comes to love and romance? And if so, if you're not standing in your full power, I think this deception, especially because it's talking about self-mask, like I'm feeling more, especially because generally when I do my readings, I like to focus on the person watching and really help elevate and uplift and empower their vibration and energy, as opposed to always focusing on externals. I feel like this is about you getting really real and raw with yourself, taking off the mask, really being fully vulnerable, okay? Like the need to accept yourself as you are and to view yourself as priceless, okay? Like if this is, the shape of your crystal, your diamond, if this is who you are, if this is what you got to offer, you need to understand that is priceless. You are worth more than diamonds and gold. You have to really stop editing and trying to be the alchemist that somebody else wants and be the alchemist that you want. Be your full authentic self. Stop editing. Don't put on masks thinking that you're pleasing someone else. Because look, the angels are up in that person's head in the right, and I think they're trying to take off that mask, snap that string, get that off. It's like, get that mask up out of my face. For the queens who know, you know what that's a reference to. But some of y'all are being stubborn because you've been hurt before, so you're channeling Valentina and you're like, I'd like to keep it on, please. And it's like, no, honey, you need to take the mask off. It's 2020. It's time to get really real, especially with all this quarantining, everybody's slowing down. We're all showing more and more of our real selves by the day. We are being called to tap into our inner and truest self. The games are off. People are put on the bench. If you want to shine, if you want to be desirable, if you want to attract love and romance, you just got to be real and raw. I mean, yeah, you could spend a whole bunch of time and hours, I guess, getting done up for a FaceTime or, what is it, a WhatsApp video chat date or an IG video date. I'm not saying, don't zhuzh it up if you actually have a virtual date. But keep it real. Be your full self. Life is short, time is precious. Nobody has time for these games. And make sure that you're doing that because, remember, there's two people in this card with masks on. Somebody needs to be the one to take the mask off if this is to get really real, to go deep, to go to the next level. If you have a mask, what makes you feel entitled to somebody else not having a mask? Right? So if you want everything to be out in the open, light, bright, loving, loud, live, and in color, you need to start with yourself and be authentic and be full and be vulnerable. And remember that you deserve love. You don't need the mask. You deserve love. Love is your birthright. Right out the gate, you came into this world, onto this earth, deserving of love. There is somebody out there for you. You got to believe it. So if this is on your focus right now, love and romance, and this is what you want, group number 1, Mermaids and Dolphins group, you are on the right path. There's going to be, I do feel like I started off, there are options there. I think the romance angels are basically gearing you up to get the right love, to attract the most optimal and best love for you. And think about it. Here we have an archer in this card, that bow and arrow, and it's being guided with the angels in the back. Look, I see at least, hold up, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 angels, stability, structure, foundations. Also, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 gives angels and archangels being present, supporters. They are grounding you, they are stabilizing you, they are steadying the shot. You gotta believe with due faith that you deserve love. Start from within, and then when you're ready, cast that shot, cast that desire out into the universe. Let the angels guide. Yeah, let them guide your target, guide your mark. They're supporting you. And with this flowing water too, ooh, I'm noticing this. The flowing of the water, I'm getting the healing, the beautiful, the rush that comes from love, water. Sorry, I'm downloading faster than I can actually translate. when this dam breaks or when this surge comes in, like, I just feel like you are going to be washed over in such healing love. I think you need to start doing those rituals, like, for and with yourself. But just imagine being able to enjoy and have fun and experience that devotion and romance with someone else. Like, you've got to stand in your power in this. I know you can't really tell, but it's slightly gold, a little tan, but I have like this gold energy coming off of it. But this goldish kind of like toga, she's standing in her divinity, standing in her power, knowing her worth, and she's setting her target. Like, I'm getting confidence energy. She's like, yeah, I can hunt my own. I got this in the bag. Like, I'm divinely guided. I'm highly favored, divinely blessed. Like, that kind of energy. And I think as you do so, focusing on your goals, your targets, setting your sights high, having high standards, not being a snob, not being petty, not being rude, but having high standards. These angels are holding you down, and they're bringing in a love that's going to have a very strong foundation. But you got to get rid of these masks. You got to get rid of these overcast skies, these fakes, these frauds, like whether it's internal, especially internally speaking, and use your discernment to make sure these people are real or fake or not. And keep it real. Let them see the real you. The angels want the real you. It's time. Let go of the past. You've healed. And walk through whichever portal you walk through. Do so with grace and confidence and compassion, and understand that you are being guided. It's also a 1 and a 7. That's a new beginning, and it's a divine activation code, and spiritually like downloaded information with that 7. So you are on the right path. All right, kitties. Now for you, let's get a little bit of tarot. Well, Spirit just had me really riffing off of the oracles alone. And I'm like, I just got to get through some tarot for y'all for some clarification. All right, so Spirit, I'm going to take some clarifications, please, and thank you. Let's see, what is this Ghostlands situation or energy? Dear Spirit, what is this Ghostlands situation and energy? Let's see. Oh, and for tarot today, I'm also using the Mystic Mondays by Grace Duong. And once again, I'll make sure to put the decks in the description box below. So after you like, share, and subscribe down there, you can go and take a look. Thank you all so much for your support and patience with me as I grow this channel and try these new ideas. It's really fun being a reader and just trying something new and connecting with people in these, I don't know, different ways. So many beautiful ways to work with the cards. And so if any of y'all have been at this time also debating like, oh, do I want to tap into spirituality? Do I want to tap into my gifts? Do it. I had somebody last night asking me about like right and wrong ways to do it. And I'm like, there isn't just one way to approach card work, aside from, gratitude and respect, of course, and reverence to spirit and the blessings of having these materials and tools to work with. Like, we definitely got to have the attitude of gratitude up in here. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, like, try. Oh, we got a card. Okay, so Ghostlands. We got 7 of Pentacles. All right, let's take one more, please, and thank you to clarify the Ghostlands, card number 17. Okay. All right. Nice. We got 7 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords. All right, right off the bat, I reacted so emphatically with 10 of Swords because here you see, like, I mean, all the knives are in the bag. This is dead, done, gone, decomposed. Like, let it go, let it flow. It's over. So another 10 energy. Swords, we remember, is the suit of the mind, also with communication. But this is where our thoughts are. This is all up in our mental space. So essentially, like a situation that was really driving y'all crazy, messing you up in the head, something that was really just causing so much tension across not just your mental body, but possibly even your physical body. Like, you just felt tense. Perhaps even when you think of this situation or this ending, it still kind of evokes a little bit of pins and needles feeling in you, or a little thorn in your side. But whatever that is from the past, like, it is dead, done, and decomposed. Now it's just a matter of really, like, letting this go, like, burying this. Take the knives out your back. The damage is done. You've learned the lessons, and you've also survived this. Like, you are either going through or you are at the rebirth already. You're probably going through the rebirthing period and it's happening and you're healing. You're kind of like in that, you know, that weird time warp I said where it's like between, you're like caught in like this present limbo where you're dealing with the past, figuring out which direction you want to go towards the future. So your present is kind of a little grayscale, you know? Then we have this Seven of Pentacles. For me, usually when I see the Seven of Pentacles, but especially in this deck, so here it's like somebody tending to the garden. They're working, it's even at nighttime. It's like, this is like almost like a round the clock kind of job, you know, every X amount of hours I'm making sure I check in the tree, giving the nutrients, getting the water. I really want this to be a big, abundant, blessed harvest. I'm putting in the work. I'm going out at night to tend to this in my pajamas, in my comfort. I'm really hoping this pays off. This is what I'm getting from this card. Another 7, so a spiritually guided task. In traditional tarot, the Seven of Pentacles also gives me this energy of like, you know, somebody's looking over at their like tasks in the garden. They're kind of like taking a break, leaning on the little like hoe or rake, not like hoe person, but the hoe, the garden tool. And they're kind of just like, do I have to do more? I want to take a break, you know? And it's kind of like, that's the energy. I think for me, what I'm getting, because this deck is showing work, but I am feeling the energy of traditional tarot. I feel like you're kind of like on that pause, and a part of you is like, okay, I'm doing the work to try and evolve into my next best self, to be more abundant and more fruitful. I'm kind of a little bit over having to do all this work. Like some of y'all may be exasperated by like healing and having to put in the energy and effort. But I think Spirit is encouraging you to like keep moving forward, keep watering your seeds, tending to your garden, believe that you are already abundant, visualize the abundance, feel the abundance, embrace the abundance, and really like let the crap behind you, like pull out the weeds, keep fertilizing the soil, you know, get non-chemical, non-problematic protective measures to protect your garden, you know, and let that past go. Like you've done it. It's gone. It's full moon. It's already manifested. It's on to the next cycle and chapter for you. Like, it's your choice to either focus your attention on this energy, this 10 of Swords, and stay stuck and down longer, or it's your choice to kind of like, even if you have to do it in your pajamas, in your comfort, right, to keep focusing on growth and expansion, moving forward and following your heart. Okay? That's what's coming through. All right, now let's get just some clarification on the deception. And then after that, I'll get you your Mermaids and Dolphins guide. Okay? So please and thank you, Spirit. May we have some clarifications on the deception. Oh, that was quick. Oh, 9 of Swords, okay. So we have the 9 into an ending, or you're really given the opportunity to let this stuff go. It's being highlighted. There's a lot on your mind I'm feeling for y'all, group number 1. Alright, may I have one more clarification, please, and thank you, Spirit. Your romance angels, love and romance angels, spirit guides of unconditional love, spirit guides for the subscribers and viewers at this point in time, walking down this timeless pathway, please and thank you, Spirit. Alright, let me do a big shuffle. That usually means they want just the right card. Ooh. There we go. Alright, let's see what Spirit has for y'all. I love these cards. I really do, the Mystic Mondays. But, you know, it definitely gets more loose with time. Oh, and we got the Hanged Woman. Yes, I love how in this deck it's the Hanged Woman, by the way, not just the Hanged Man. Anyway, so we have the 9 of Swords, okay? So right off the bat, this is showing, you know, anxiety, fear, stuff keeping you up at night, like these daggers in your brain, thorns in your side, stuff that may be giving you nightmares, or at least keeping you from finding a sense of peace or calm. And the Hanged Woman, usually this card to me basically means the need to or it's giving us the invitation, the opportunity to change our perspective. Like, do you want or need to keep yourself in suspension, in stasis? Yes, you have a lot of in suspension and stasis energy, because I even kept talking about the pause with this card energy. It's really bringing me there. So some of y'all really have to make you're being invited, I would say, by Spirit to change your perspective, change your viewpoint. You don't need to be hanging upside down this long, letting all the blood rush to your brain, literally causing like almost like that physical pins and needles sensation. You know, when you're upside down, you can't do it too long, get super dizzy. It's like, I think it's getting to the point where Spirit is basically saying, like, y'all are really ready to move forward. Like, it's time to let this go. Like, you have the choice. Once again, you can stay stuck in this Nine of Swords energy, in the anxiety, in the doubt, in the fear, in the hyper questioning of, like, am I sexy enough? Am I intelligent enough? Am I funny enough? Am I witty enough? Am I enough? And it's like enough to enough, because you are more than enough. You came born into this world more than enough. You deserve love. You are love made manifest. One of my favorite guides that I follow, Starseed Miracle, said that like maybe a year or two ago, and I've never forgotten it. It's helped me on my journey so much. You are love made manifest. So with this Hanged Woman here, Major Arcana, it's time to like flip it and reverse it. Free yourself. Get out of suspension. It was cool that you took the time with this blue energy. I'm not knocking you for it. It was a healing period. You know, sometimes we really need to ground and root in place, as we can see in the world right now, at least at the time that this video is being recorded and debuted. We really want to make sure that we are freeing ourselves and letting go. I don't know if that video might have cut off, but we're going to keep it rocking. All right, y'all. So what I'm seeing, group one, is the power really is in your hands. Oh my God, I love how it all comes together. The power is in your hands about what you want to do. You have the choice to kind of either keep ruminating and kind of reliving and replaying the past, or you could focus and set your sights forward to the future, believing in your worth, believing in your value, knowing you have more than enough to give and to offer, and letting Spirit help you, let them guide you. And I understand this may sound like a whole bunch of self-development, pep talks, whatever, but at the end of the day, it's like, if you want love and romance, we got to tell you the good words so that you're living the good life and manifesting it, okay? Like, this is really for y'all, especially because most of your tarot cards, at least, 2 out of the 4 are dealing with swords energy and suit, which is then affecting what you manifest in the material plane. Is get your mind right. Believe in yourself. Pivot. Like, the only thing blocking you right now really is you. Because you have options. There are beautiful gemstones in your hand that you could really, if you're feeling like it's just basic lead right now, understand you need to start viewing that lead as the gold that it is and is becoming. Like, you can't just keep looking at it like lead and letting it hold you down, keep you heavy, and not making you feel like, the gold, the diamond that you want. Like, put in the work, put in the energy. You can alchemize the situation, and you're being encouraged to flip your perspective. It's like the healing and the hermit energy, I think you need to slip more out of. Being in suspense, slip more out of, and step and stand in your power. And just really, channel them pheromones and let them, like, what do I want to say? Ease out. Radiate. There we go. All right, y'all. So now let's get your Mermaid and Dolphin, the card that you came here for. Let's see what your allies have to say for you. All right, dear Mermaids and Dolphins, what message do you have for group number 1? Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Dolphins and Mermaids. What ally is there to help group number 1 navigate this journey to move forward in the highest vibration and optimal frequency? Who can support with this, please and thank you? Okay, well, y'all get 2 as well. Wow, here we go. Love it. All right, so first out, we have a Dolphin. Break free, okay? Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. Like I said, it's your choice, y'all. Y'all gotta free yourselves. Like, y'all gotta get up. You gotta rebirth. Okay, you better channel this dolphin bursting through the ocean energy, the phoenix rising, from the ashes, or the Jean Grey phoenix rising up out of the river in New York City. Like, go for it. You got to break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. It's your choice. Do you want to repeat past cycles, or do you want the clock to move forward? Do you want to go in a new direction, a new path? Do you want to try something new with what you have in front of you? Okay? Break free, yes. And then we got simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow and activities. Oh, I love that. And here's a mermaid just living her best life, swinging on a swing near this beautiful, flowing river. I see angels floating around, fairies floating around, rainbows, dragonflies, which is signifying transformation. And also dragonfly is it's like the masculine complement to the butterfly. I think of dragonfly transformation. Sometimes it could be a little bit even more intense, because dragonflies zig and zag. Like butterflies, they flutter around. It's graceful, it's delicate, it's swirly. Dragonflies are like zip, zip, zip. It's like, I want to go there, I want to go there, I want to go there, I want to go there. They go for it. It's like that energy. So with this card, simplifying your life, I'm thinking obviously tidy up your space, your surroundings, especially for those of y'all who are stuck at home a lot more right now with everything, is do something to zhuzh up your space. Make sure that there's something that gives you positivity, affirmations, motivation, something that makes you want to be your best self, do what you do. I'm staying in a room right now, a guest house, so I don't have a whole bunch of shelving and stuff, but my cards are out and reminds me to make sure I'm putting time for my cards every day. My yoga mat is in sight, so I'm trying to remember, okay, make sure I lay out and stretch, meditate, okay? Things of that nature. You can even change the wallpaper or your phone. For those of you who are a little bit magical, maybe a little witchy, get a sigil going on as your lock screen. Think about unlocking that power, activating that power as you swipe. Something to inspire you. I think it's simplifying your life, not only with eliminating the clutter in the physical, but I think it's also clutter across all of your bodies, so cleaning the clutter out of your mind, doing healing, doing releasing. You should also do some energy healing, clearing, and shielding work. There's plenty of free meditations on YouTube that do that. In addition to, there are energy workers and practitioners like myself who offer these services. I definitely encourage you to go online, connect with us. We're here to serve, and we can do this work over a distance, many of us. So invest in yourself. Invest in really maximizing your vibration, cleaning up your energetic field, getting rid of the things that do not serve you. Especially because you have these two swords that are heavy energy, I wouldn't just say it's not just the physical clutter. It's really simplifying your emotions, your mental state, your spiritual body, in addition to your physical body. It's time for a full flip, a full switching of perspective, a new mindset, a new way of being. It's like an evolution. I feel like you're at a point where you're being invited, encouraged, and led to evolve, but you have to really want it and believe in it and go for it. Break free of the old ways of being, the old paradigms. So many of us are being awoken to this new shift. And if you are really seeking a satisfying, deep, passionate, amazing love and romance, it is time for you to really evolve into your ultimate self. You gotta be in you're being called to evolve into your best self, because Spirit wants to bring you the best love, the one that you deserve, okay? All right, y'all, so thank you so much, Group 1. I hope you enjoyed this Timeless Pathways reading. Oh, and I just realized we had a card that flipped out of here. Wow, look at that, Spirit. I just noticed this card flew out for y'all. Okay, I guess I have one more mermaid and dolphin message. I'm sorry, but we have wait. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. Well, I think with that being said, I think it really is, and I feel that it is confirming the fact that y'all are doing this final cleaning up, this healing, this switching up perspective, working on you, taking on the mask, going into this new, authentic, more radiant version of yourself. And that is what is setting you up for love. Because see how she's even setting up the shot. She's lining up the shot. She hasn't taken it yet, but she's in the position. Y'all are getting in the position to launch that shot. So when you launch it, you are standing in your divinity, standing in your purpose, standing in your self-worth. And you know you're not going to aim it at a scrub. You're not going to hit like a loser. Like, you are just making sure, like, no, this is going for the one because I'm the one. Okay? We are like the 11 portal. Make a wish. Right? Whew. All right, y'all. So I think we got the message for your group. Again, I thank you so much, group number 1. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking, how you're feeling, what you're processing. And as always, if you would like a more personal insight, because this is a general reading, please connect with me on my Ko-fi page. And you could get a commission for a personal reading, either for 30 minutes or an hour. And I am going to be putting out options soon to do either WhatsApp calls or another audio calling software while I am here in India, but if you want to have a more live, interactive experience. All right, so thank you all so much. Sending you all lots of love, and I will see you soon, kiddies. Bye. All right, so hello, Group 2, Oracle of the Unicorns group. We're going to get into your reading. Just finished up group number 1's. Super excited to kind of kick this off for you. And we're going to begin with my trusted and faithful Energy Oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor, just to kind of see where are you at right now on the page, what's the present energy that we're dealing with in regards to the topic of love and romance. So without further ado, let's just get right up in it. Thank you, Spirit. May you please have an Energy Oracle card for group number 2. One card, please, Spirit. Where are we at energetically when it comes to love and romance? What's our situation? Okay, group number 2. I see for you we have a man holding a heart. All right, so for group number 2, we have 4 and 5, so we've got a 9. Okay, so we're coming to the closing of a cycle. That's good. So I'm thinking perhaps if somebody's the Energy Oracle is going to give me a lot more. But basically, we are coming to the close of a cycle, a season. I'm feeling like, even though those are leaves, like one of them looks like a butterfly, so there's some transformation kind of flowing in and towards you. What initially was coming to me, and we'll see how it holds during the reading or not, but I'm seeing this man holding a heart. He's kind of like chilling under this beautiful lush tree with all this red flowery, giving all this passion, right? And here he has this like glowing heart. It's golden on the edge. It's kind of looking like what was ripped off of like his leg though, because you see that imprint of the heart. It's almost as if he had like this heart close to him, but kind of on display. And then it was kind of like, all right, like, I'm finally ready to stop minimizing my emotions, minimizing my love. I'm ready to like let this thing up and out and kind of share this with somebody. However, he's giving a very calm, cool, and collected demeanor. So it's as if like somebody is just about like internally they're like brimming, almost ready to like share their love, give their love, exchange love. But then they're still kind of like hesitating. I'm not inherently getting like panic energy, so don't worry. But I am getting like, I want to keep it cool. I don't want to be extra. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to scare this person off. Like, I'm trying to like keep my calm, cool, collected poise. Like, you know, I got to have some game, you know, like I'm really feeling this person, but I don't want to like scare them off or think I'm doing too much, think I'm desperate. But I have a lot of love to give. I have a lot of love to offer. So we're gonna see, because I'm wondering if this is, yeah, I want to see what the energy is, because I'm trying to see if this is either y'all or if this is somebody right around the corner that's gonna like come in for you. So let's kind of see how this develops. I'm excited. Up next, we're gonna use the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. Okay, and that one's I'm using to kind of see, okay, what is the direction that Spirit wants us to go in? Where should we be focusing and pivoting our attention? Like, what is the tea? where does spirit want us to go, or what is affecting our direction moving forward in the, like, now that we're going down this timeless pathway of love and romance for my unicorn group number 2. So fascinating. Oh, there we go. And we got One Ring Circus. Okay, card number 15. So 1 plus 5 comes to a 6. When I get 6, I usually think of peace, harmony, especially relationship balance and harmony. I know, sorry, that's blurry. Here we have this. So here we have somebody right atop like an elephant on top of like a ledge or a cliff, basically surrounded by water, ocean, underneath a little bit of moon, but also a little bit of a daytime sky. So there's like a lot going on in this card. One Ring Circus, it's like, to me, I'm getting that Britney Spears song, like, all eyes on me in the center of a ring, just like a circus. You know, it's just like, when I crack that whip, everybody gonna trip. You know, like, this person is about really loving themselves, standing in their power, like, performing, like, letting out their creative expression. Like, I'm getting that. So on the one hand, there's a lot of, like, confident artistry that can come through here, and creative expression and truth, because, you know, our art is our truth. That's how we express ourselves. So that's something that really just came through and had me singing and riffing for you all, so I apologize for that. However, this is a bit of a precarious looking situation right now. It's kind of like, you know, this is an island of one, an army of one, and there isn't much room to make a mistake, to mess up, because you're feeling like one mistake, I could just fall off the cliff and I could wreck this all, you know, break my legs, break my vocal cords, like drown, you know, like this is a little intense. So what I'm seeing, okay, with these two right next to each other, and then I'm going to use the romance oracles in a minute, but one of the situations I could be getting for some of y'all in the collective is like, let's say this is an external party. I'm not, now remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Like, we're not going to assume this only applies, like the man holding a heart only has to be a quote-unquote man. This could be, you know, just a romantic energy out there. This could be somebody who may have more masculine energy, but it's not limited to a specific gender, so don't get too caught up. Like, this is an all-inclusive reading. Heyo. But essentially there's like this potential suitor partner out there, like coming in with the season, like maybe they're wanting to give the heart, like, right, it's right here, but remember how I said they weren't directly outstretching it? And perhaps if this is capturing y'all, you could have somebody who kind of admires, likes you, is into you, but your energy may be kind of putting yourself like this. Like, maybe you're so focused on you, your situation, your passion, your art, your career, whatever you quote unquote have to perform and do, your duties. On the one hand, it's good because you see yourself in this positive light, like you're living your light, you're doing your craft, you're doing what you love. But then on the other side, it's like, look, there's no real space for anyone else. Or at the very least, it's a very tight, risky, and cramped space. In addition to, what does someone have to do to get up there? It's not very stable, you know? At least not for sharing the platform. I mean, it's a one-ring circus with this one solitary figure on this very solitary and confined platform. So to me, this is kind of giving an energy that there's a lack of a space for a partnership right now. But I know you can't really tell because it's so like small, but this character on this card is looking over to like the left, if you will, like her orientation to the left, and here he is to the right looking forward. So it's almost as if she's looking over at this card like she's looking back at it. She's like, okay, this is kind of alluring, but I have my circus, I got my thing to do. Me and my elephant, we got a show to do, like, you know, I have a gig. But I am thinking about this person, like somebody is creeping up in my attention space, in my energy field. Somebody has broken through the island of Themyscira I put myself on, you know, like this solitude island of Themyscira. Like, that's kind of like what I'm getting. So some of y'all may be wrestling with like the pangs and the desire for love, but dealing with the worry of like, will this take away from me? Like, I work so hard to be me. I love me. I'm at a point where I love me. I'm doing me. I'm focusing on me. I created, my circus, like, put my own name on it. Like, this is the Dil Divine experience. Like, I don't know if I have room for another act or co-hosting, like you're kind of going through the motions, but where there's that energy, but then on the flip, because you don't want to lose everything that you've worked so hard to build, everything that you're proud of, like everything that is excellent about you and everything you have to offer. But now you're wrestling with like this notion of, will this expansion and inclusion of love take away from or threaten this pillar that I've built myself upon? And maybe it's time where you're really considering, okay, am I ready to expand? Should I expand? And is this the right person to expand with? Because ask yourself, do you want to be on this pillar all by yourself for long? Like, is this really what you want? Likely not if you're coming to this reading anyway. Likely not if you're looking back at it at this potential offer, a suitor, or someone that's capturing your eye, right? But let's see what else is the gig. All right, so now we're going to get into the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Let's see, what is the romantic situation? Where are we at right now? And then after I get these, then we'll use some tarot to clarify, and then we'll close out with your beautiful unicorn guides. So don't worry, we're saving the best for last, my unicorn group. All right, dear Romance Angels, may we please have a card to kind of show where are we at right now on the page. What's the tea? What is the romantic situation of group number 2? All right. I love it. Okay. Come through, spirit. Yes. Okay. So we have, it is safe for you to love. How beautiful. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Now, let me narrate. So we see, here's an angel whispering in homegirl's ear up at the top. I know it's blurry. I will put the picture on Instagram, so make sure you follow @AbundantInsights. But she's riding like this beautiful steed, and she's slaying it too. So she has one angel up above with like a little cupid arrow, kind of like trying to whisper in her ear, yin yang twins. She has one of her bodyguard angels like down here, kind of like clinging her hand, be like, don't worry, I'm holding your hand, like you're good. Because here's homeboy trying to holler at her, slow her down. She was on her way, and she's sitting here on high, and she's kind of looking at him like, if only you could see my eyes. Her eyes are so like kind of half, picture that half closed look where you're looking at somebody, where you're kind of like looking them up and down, and you're doing the mental calculation, be like, is this worth my time right now? Like, I'm a little curious, but like, is this person L'Oreal worth it? I don't know. Like you're a little, it's like the combination of being guarded but curious. But here you have this knight, this passionate knight. It's almost as if he's looking directly at that bodyguard angel, like low-key trying to ask for clearance, like, can I talk to your mom right now, or can I talk to, your human right now? Like, I'm trying to holler, so can you not block it? And then the other angel is up in here like, girl, he's like cute, like, look at him, he's a good knight, he's got it going on. Did you see that sword? Look at that cape, he's got color, it's not basic. He's being polite, he's trying to get permission from us. Like, yo, let's see what he has to say. Like, I don't know, I might have to shoot him with the arrow. It's safe for you to love. Like, girl, it's time for you to like let the love in. Quit being stuck. Like, don't keep passing these opportunities by. Like, how many fine ass nights am I gonna send your way? Ooh, yo, you gotta be in character with the spirit right now. But essentially, that was the whole narration just going through me. And these energies are related to me, okay? We have woman sitting on high, woman sitting on high. Now, again, this is gender inclusive, so I'm just only going off the genders on the cards. But sitting up high, kind of guarded, would be hard for someone to reach, would be hard for someone to get to who's feeling them, but diagonal looking back, okay? Like, y'all are still sitting really good, really pretty, like, on top of your steeds. Like, you have your kingdom. Like, you've got it together. You've got your stuff going on. But you're sitting, like, the thing for you is to be careful about pride. and to really receive the message, it is safe for you to love. You need to not put yourself in the lack mindset, in the loss mindset. You need to not view as falling in love, allowing love in, allowing a romantic interest into your life as taking away from you. If you go into it with that mindset and that energy, that is the situation and consequence you are going to manifest. If you already started a situation, like if you and homeboy are already talking, or you and this person are already talking, like, this is warning you, like, be mindful of how you are embodying and living your independence. And make sure you are holding space for interdependence. Not to be confused with codependence, y'all. Interdependence. Interdependence means holding space for each independent entity in the relationship to have their uniqueness, their distinction, the parts of themselves that, they do, they maintain, they be, right? But then they're also creating a collective, shared, unified kind of energy entity as well, and it's all like mutually supportive. Like it's about holding the space for the self as well as holding the space for the collective. It's honestly just a microcosm of like the relationship Source has. Like we're all part of Source, but yet we're individualized experiences of Source. Like the way we should approach love is very similar. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Anyway, so it's safe for you to love. Like you are being divinely encouraged to expand, to explore, to open yourself up and understand like you've got it. Like your talents, your craft are safe. Make sure obviously you don't go like, starstruck with somebody and like throw all your priorities and responsibilities out the window. No, we're just saying prioritize and make some time for love to flow in your life too. Have some fun, flirt, be romantic, experience the elements, like put yourself out there. Like it's all good. Like Spirit is saying like, you better get yours. You better get yours. Because if you don't, I'm going to get mine. Alright, let's get some tarot for y'all. So I'm really seeing, alright, what do I want to clarify? Because for y'all, this is just such a nice and fluid and amazing story. Alright, let's see if we can get some tea on the man holding a heart. Let's see what that energy is about. I'm feeling curious about that. So dear Spirit, what do we need to know more about for the man holding a card? Card number 45, karmic number 9. Ooh, that's going to be too much at once. We almost took all that though. Okay. Knight of Swords. Okay. Okay. He's gearing up, girl. Coming for you with the quickness. Ooh, girl. Okay. Wait. All right. I want 3 for this one. I was doing 2 in the last reading, but we had more cards up there, so it's all good. All right. We're going to take one more because we got the Tower. Now, I'm not a stan, and I'm not a fan of Miley Cyrus. No tea, no shade, just pink lemonade. But, facts are facts. But I will say for this energy, like with these two especially together, I just heard Miley Cyrus come swinging in my head. I don't know, circa 2000, whatever. I came in like a wrecking ball. Like this person is about to come in with the quickness and possibly rock your world, girl. Like, whew, with this Tower energy, like this little thing that you think is all cute that you're sitting up on, that one ring circus, like break down. Steady bringing it on down. Like, it's coming down. Ooh, I'm feeling good. Spirit's got me singing. Y'all got, ooh, this is a good energy. I'm having fun with this one. All right, do we even get a third one? Because I've been shuffling for a hot minute, and Spirit is just like, no. Is it just 2? 2 for 2? 2 for 2? 2 for 2 lovers? Okay, there we go. Oh, wow. Okay. And now her is coming in my mind like, you got options. Because we got 2 knights. We have 2 knights. Wow. Okay, so this could be a couple different things. So what I first saw with the 2 together, the Wrecking Ball energy. So we had the Knight of Swords And then we have the Tower. Both of these are very fast energy kind of cards. So the fact that they were next to each other to me really amplified. A Knight of Swords, I picture somebody charging in with the quickness. Swords is communication. This is somebody coming in with messages quick. They're coming in fast, okay? So this basically means like there's a potential where you're probably going to be hit up by somebody that you're feeling or that you're interested in, or some kind of communication is going to pop off between you two, and it's going to be very quick, and it's really going to rock your world. Like, it's going to break down some barriers. It's going to break down some guards, okay? Like, it's going to get you out of this one ring circus. Like, you're going to have to create and hold some space, okay? Or you're about to like let homeboy help you off of the steed. Yes, the knight, ow, the knight, ow. So like, essentially this knight is gonna help you down, let you go, and he's like, okay, you know, we're about to pull up at the castle. How about we walk and talk a bit? Like, let me escort you home. Let me walk you home. Is that all right, miss? Excuse me, miss. What's your name? So anyway, it's like you're getting off of that tower, and then as you start hearing from this person, you start chatting, you start mixing it up. Like, at first you're gonna view him with this energy, or this individual, I should say, not to just keep it in gender, but you're gonna view this individual with this energy, like they're coming in and they're gonna break down your walls quick. You're gonna start popping off, like you're gonna start viewing things in a different way. Like, okay, y'all, sorry about the abrupt cutoff in the last part of your clip, group number 2. Of course, with this beautiful camera that does not give adequate warnings about battery life, it was just like, goodbye, as I was in the middle of riffing. So, to kind of recapture, essentially, coming in with the quickness, I think this is going to kind of get you off of that distant, standoffish, or if not standoffish, at the very least, distant kind of, whether it's pedestal, pillar, horse, steed, whatever you're on, it's going to get you to come down, and as you come down, I think it's going to break down some of these defenses, and it's really going to change your perspective on this person and about like letting love in. I think this person is going to come at you with this quick, fast-paced energy at the start, and things are going to like kind of have like this, I don't know, momentous earthquake kind of energy going on. But then following that, I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles. Now, could be two situations where these could be two different knights, and you really got those options like I was singing before. That is one narrative where you're going to have one smooth talker, and then you're going to have somebody who seems like more measured, calm, a little bit more step-by-step. The Knight of Pentacles usually is like the slowest moving knight in the suits, usually about having like longer term plans, like the ability to follow through step by step. May take a little bit longer to really like grow, so to speak, but it's like it's slow, steady, and consistent, like long-term potential, very loyal, very devotional, versus sometimes the Knight of Swords could be in and out like a lightning strike, right? So mindful if there are two parties in your life that you're kind of wrestling with or will be wrestling with. But what I'm seeing is, like, if we think of it more as a storyline, is I think this is going to be the initial energy, but then as you get to know this individual, as you get to spend time and start to receive their loving offer, have these conversations, start to change your perspective, let down your guard, break down those walls, let go of the things that have kind of kept you in isolation, you're going to start to see the Knight of Swords become more of this Knight of Pentacles, okay? Somebody who is loyal, has the long-term plans, has this ability to not only be a smooth talker, but to be pretty grounded, pretty stable, and possibly have like a good future ahead of them. May not be in the King of Pentacles energy just yet, but this is somebody where you could feel like, oh, there's like good growth potential, like a long-term vibe, like it's a vibe. This could be a promising, positive relationship, but it is going to require some transformation, definitely good heart-to-heart conversations, talks, because like I said, this person is also like, there's a reason why maybe even they're coming off Knight of Cups as opposed to coming off Knight of Swords as opposed to Knight of Cups, I was going to say, because they have the heart out, but they feel like they've kind of got to cut through some of your guards, some of your walls first to kind of allow you to even receive and understand this heart. Because remember in the beginning I said this person has it, but they're not overstretching it. It's like they're burning and really wanting and yielding and yearning to, but then they're yielding a little bit because they're not sure how is their intended target going to receive it, right? Yeah, so that's really what I'm seeing for you. And then let's just get a quick clarification on the One Ring Circus, please and thank you. What energies do we have from the tarot? If there's any specific messages from Spirit on that kind of energy and circumstance that came through, please and thank you. Any clarifications for the One Ring Circus, Spirit, please and thank you. Oh wow, so we got the Emperor in reverse. Okay, I'm getting to my, yeah, okay, this is making sense, okay. Let me get one more, please and thank you. Wow, okay, love it. Oh my God, I'm sorry, sorry. I love it. Okay, I'm just gonna be like, let me hold it together. All right, so for y'all, what we have, we got the Emperor in the reverse. Now, the Emperor to me is usually a divine masculine energy versus the Empress is a divine feminine. Both of them are creators, co-creators, master manifestors. There's just a different energy in the way they manifest. So if I hold it in the upright, you can see the Emperor is sitting on a clear throne. They have the pyramids in the background, like the very precise shapes. You know, everything is like meticulously laid out. That's the energy of the Emperor to me. Like the Emperor is the builder of the conventional empire, like the one who is like, okay, if you've seen The Matrix, right? The Emperor is like the architect, okay? The one who is designing so methodically, so mathematically, so scientifically, like laying everything out with the right geometry, the right shape. It's like measured, perfect degrees, like created the grid system in New York City kind of energy, right? Versus it's like the Empress to me is more of the mother nature, just like all of this beauty, organized chaos. Like it may not seem organized by our rational and logical mind, but there is such a beautiful rhythm and intention as to where everything grows and sprouts. So this is about the Emperor. So to me, this is about, and it's a 4. So it's about conventional stability, conventional structure, conventional order. The fact that it's in reverse to me is like, this is essentially meaning either being destabilized, out of structure, out of whack, or not being confident in our leadership, not taking the helm, not sitting in our Emperor energy. Oh wow, I just realized VI. Oh wow, that's so interesting. Anyway, because you have those numbers. So what I'm thinking though, because the Tower energy was over here, and then this one is succeeded by card number 6, which is the Lovers, which is a promising relationship, a new partnership, new opportunity. It also represents self-love and balance and integration of our energies. But for me, based on this is the love and romance reading, where obviously likely you came to the seeking insight on attracting, manifesting love and romance beyond just yourself. And your reading is talking about this partnership coming through or on the horizon. What I'm thinking, especially because we had the Emperor in reverse, which stands for all the structure, stability, and order, and we had the Tower card over here. And I said, when this person comes in, it's going to essentially flip you out of that one ring circus. Like your order, your stability, your foundation as you know it is going to be challenged, and you are likely, like I said, being invited to expand, to change, to go beyond the one ring. So this being in reverse, to me, this is saying this little isolated energy is going to or needs to be toppled, basically reconfigured, reimagined, reconstituted if you want to have love in your life, if you want this loving partnership to really blossom and flow in. I believe this person is obviously going to inspire, and then as a collective unit, you're going to create this new way of being together. The thing for you is remember allowing, remember surrendering. Do not lose sight of your Emperor, Empress powers, your manifestation, your independence, your regality, your royalty. I'm not saying lose yourself at all. What I am saying is be open and be humble to reimagining. Because if you want this new beginning and this new chapter with someone else, you also have to be willing, ready, And you can ask Spirit to help you be able to allow for the manifestation and co-creation of that new foundation, of that new structure. And you've got to be inviting so that this person feels brave, courageous, and even just plain welcome enough to come in. Right? All right, y'all. So now let's get to your Oracle of the Unicorns. What helpful messages are coming through from the unicorns to assist you with manifesting this love and romance, walking this path with confidence, grace, and compassion? Please and thank you, Spirit. What messages do we have for group number 2? Very powerful, though, group number 2. Like, I really feel like there's something promising there for you. You just got to really allow yourself to be open and receive it. Like, good for you. I'm excited. And please comment and let me know what the story is. I love living vicarious through this romance, especially in the times of quarantine. I need some love. I mean, I have plenty of self-love. Trust me, I've been meditating so much. It's beautiful. And I have spirit. That's why I'm reading. All right. Unicorns, please and thank you. So I don't have to rant at my viewers anymore with my neurotic Ally McBeal notes. Can I have a card? Oh, okay. Y'all get 2. Ooh. Okay. So we have past lives and growth. I love it. Past lives and growth. Past lives. And it reads, release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. Okay? And then up next we have growth with a little bit of mentorship energy there. So if any of y'all are dealing with somebody who has some more maturity, some more wisdom, allow yourself to receive it. Oh yeah, look at that. It even says first line, seek out a mentor or guide. Take baby steps as you grow. Be willing to learn from others. So definitely call in your supports, both, the spiritual realm for sure. Call upon your guides whenever you're lost, you're confused. Leverage your trusted supporters here in this world on Earth. Quick point on that though is make sure you're calling in the right people to help you with your growth, with your healing, with your journey. It's really important that you have somebody who is high vibrational to process these ideas with, because you don't want to deal with somebody who hasn't healed their own their own karma, their own baggage, and then they're kind of like spreading, like with the best intentions, but they're coming at it with this bitterness and this closeness that may keep you stuck or at least delay your inevitable growth and evolution. With the past lives, what I'm getting for this one is, for me, it's pointing to like what I was talking about earlier, letting yourself evolve, letting go of the old, creating the space, allowing the universe to kind of like essentially give you this new foundation, get the old out of the way, break things down, release it, let it go. You've learned the lessons from that. You maximize the best. You're in your power. You're in your craft. You're doing you. Like, your independence work is amazing. I feel like you've really got a lot of that on lock. So really congrats to you. Keep doing what you're doing. That's loving yourself. I think what your next chapter is like, okay, now that you've done that, it's about evolving and relearning how to hold space for another without losing yourself. How do you hold space from somebody to operate from the overflow of that cup I was talking about, the cup of love? You have to have more than enough, and then you give people the surplus. Allow them to drink from your surplus of love. Don't allow them to drain you or distract you or take you fully away from your own nourishing elixir of life, if you will. So that's what I'm getting for your past life karma. And just understand, you have deep wisdom. So tap into your spiritual team, tap into yourself, meditate, pray, do something that just really gets you in a high vibrational state. Definitely do some intentional cleansing and clearing of energy. It's really important that we are clearing and cleansing and shielding our energetic fields right now anyway with everything going on in the world. So that's a message I'm giving to all my subscribers. But I really just want to make sure we close with that. And allow yourself to enjoy the journey, enjoy the growth. Like, you're ready for your next flight lesson. You're ready to expand. Like, you're standing on your legs. I feel like you're about to go to this next chapter. So allow yourself to walk through that door of romance. All right, thank you so much, group number 2, my unicorn group. If you enjoyed this reading, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave comments down below with your feedback and thoughts. Let me know what resonated. Again, this is a general reading, so if you would like something more specific and tailored to you, head on over to my Ko-fi page. The link is in the description box below, where you can find out more information about how to book a personal reading with me. And you could also support me and send me a cappuccino, a coffee, just a little donation so that I continue growing, expanding my craft, as well as surviving while I'm out here. All right, thank you all so much, kitties. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Well, hello, group number 3, my Les Vampires vampire group. I'm so grateful that you could join me for this reading. I am super excited to jump into it. Hopefully we don't have any camera issues during group number 2. The battery just died on me randomly because bless this camera's heart, but it doesn't really give warning, so it's just like, bye. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into your reading. So we're going to start off with our Faithful Energy Oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. I want to see where are you at right now on the page. What is the present energy? Spirit is kind of like going to build this whole journey and inquiry about love and romance. Where are we starting from? So please and thank you, Spirit. I hope you all are feeling good right now, nice cozied up, treating this like a nice little romance novel or story. Have a glass of wine or maybe some juice. Ooh, some hot cocoa would be lovely right now. I would kill for hot cocoa with whipped cream. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. I'm daydreaming about all these beverages I'm not having while I'm on lockdown in India. But no, I'm having a blast. I really enjoyed the last 2 readings, and I'm really excited to see what direction Spirit takes for your group, because each group kind of has their own thing going on. All right. Okay, so we see. All right, so for group number 3, the Les Vampires group, I see our first card right off the bat is financial constraints. Okay. So that lets me know that right now, for y'all, when it comes to love and romance, most likely right off the gate is your blocker barrier is worrying about, essentially yourself, your own prosperity, your wealth. Like, do I have enough means to even sustain a dating life, to sustain a relationship? Like, I'm really struggling right now, so is it even appropriate? It's like I have this yearning and this desire for love and companionship, but perhaps feeling worried that we don't have enough to offer because we're financially struggling. So it's like the whole balance between, it's like you want to be with somebody, you want to experience love, but you don't want to be that person where it's like you don't have anything, quote unquote, to offer. That kind of energy. But let's expand. Let's not lock it down there. So I'm going to get into the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. So this is kind of seeing, okay, what is the direction, the point on the map that Spirit kind of wants us to go? What is the direction we're building off of? Like this narrative, what is this journey? Where are we being led right now, Spirit? Where are we being led on this timeless pathway of love and romance? Please and thank you. Group number 3, my vampire crew. My kitties of the night. Meow. Gotta have some fun, right? So let's see. Spirit, may we please have a direction on the map? What is the card? What is the T? Alright, I might have to shuffle a bit more for y'all. Spirit's being extra precise. And I'm here for it. We love specificity. We love consideration. Alright, Spirit, please bless us with a card to get us on this enchanted map. When in doubt, always take a deep breath. We're almost, I feel like, really close. There we go. Metamorphosis. Okay, and this is a 7. Okay, I'm getting it for this group. Alright, so we have Metamorphosis, clearly showing butterflies. We also have these beautiful, butterfly flamingos. Okay, get into this, kitties. Because, so, one, we have the butterflies. We already know that is, one of the key animal symbols of transformation. Also, just the reminder that sometimes our transformation is coming out of a dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul for the butterfly being represented by the chrysalis it enters, when it's going from caterpillar into that cocoon, right? So in that chrysalis, it's dark. And essentially the caterpillar part of us is dying as we are reforming into this butterfly entity, this butterfly existence, this evolution. So understand that it's a death and a rebirth cycle going on. Right? So, and this is a 7. So this is a spiritual activation, a spiritual download, awakening, activation, reawakening, reactivation, energy, power, light code, like essentially this moment that we're in, this chrysalis phase or this transformative moment that you are, group number 3, going through, like this is a part of your divine path. Like this is all happening. I know it's tough. I know it may be rough, not ideal, but it's happening for your greatest benefit. And I want to point out the flamingos that I got excited because in a couple of different decks that I have, now in one deck specifically, the Lover's card, actually the deck that I used for your reading, the tarot deck, the Mystic Mondays, the flamingos are on the Lover's card, kind of doing this whole heart shape with their beak kind of gig. You look at other decks, usually they use swans and stuff, but they're in a similar position. For some of y'all, what I'm getting here is your pathway to love right now, it's coming, but you are going through a very deep and spiritually guided upgrade, evolution, transformation process. And the thing is you are going through it yourself, but I feel like there is a divine mate out there for you that is spiritually being guided and led to you in divine timing, but they're also mirroring you going through a divine awakening, activation, evolution, transformation as well. This is giving me twin energy here. I'm not going to limit this just to twin flames. We're not going to open that can of worms right now. If it resonates for you, take it. If not, I'm just saying because in many of our deep soul connections, like when we're really divinely guided to be with someone, to partner up, sometimes we are going through similar situations in our life so that we can reunite and be on the same energetic, wavelength, frequency, vibration. So I feel like if this is the love that you're wanting to experience and manifest and feel, right now, you're going through your solo journey and evolution and metamorphosis, but this is on the horizon for you. This will come, but right now you're going through your deep spiritual awakening activation. I feel like, and to be honest, I can resonate with a lot of this in this reading, in this group, with the financial constraints following it, is some of y'all, it is rough right now. You are feeling like, okay, my life is breaking down, it's falling apart, I'm worried, how am I going to pay these bills? I have 2 coins to my name, I have these 2 coins, I need 50 more coins to go in 49 other buckets, you know what I'm saying? It could be that. You have a book of ideas, creativity. It's a little dusty, a webby. You need to. So when I've been reading this card for people, what I'm getting is when I see this book in the corner, it's that's a reminder. Tap back into your diary, your journal, review left behind projects. This was a message coming through a lot of other readings, but for this group, I'm highlighting the need to, essentially get innovative, get creative, tap into your creative spirit. Start journaling your ideas. If you are a writer, write. If you're a painter, paint. Drawer, draw. If you have business ideas, make sure you're journaling them, writing them down, as well as your dreams, but record. There's an idea or a special note, a significant document. There's something there that has more value than you probably are giving it credit for at first glance. It is in the same cabinet that we are led to believe that holds the money and the valuables. So there's a reason why that book would be placed there. Maybe right now, because you may be in a deep moment of lack, facing scarcity, and this isn't something that transmits or transmutes into instantaneous, payoff, payout, cash, currency, whatever. There's still worth and value there. In addition to, don't count out how far these 2 coins can go. You may need to stretch it, but stretch it. And understand that around the corner, there's this other half of the cabinet that's closed. We don't know what's behind that door. You may need to tap into that creativity or get the password to open it up, but there's something just around the bend, around the corner. There's like, I feel like there's an opportunity for new wealth, new income, or new replenishment to kind of get you out of this energy. But right now, you're feeling the tough, the rough, and the struggle, and you need to be creative with what you have and put yourself out there. But the stability and the structure is coming. The foundation's coming in. This is a 1 + 3. This is a 4. All right? So 1 is a new direction, a new step, unique leadership. 3 is a completion, a magic number, sealing things in. When we put it, so what I'm getting is some of y'all, this situation is kind of new for you, or at least it's taking you in a new direction, like where you're at right now. Like you got to think creatively, you got to pivot. But it's going to, before you know it, the magic is going to happen. You're going to click your heels and you're going to get to a new stability, a new foundation a new structure to build off of. I'm not going to say that it's going to be easy with this group right off the gate, because this energy and this one, I feel like it's positive. Like this is all good things happening for you. You need to have faith. You need to have courage and strength. But this could be some rough and tough tumbles in times. And I don't want to minimize it if you're feeling like how rough this transformative moment is, how you're feeling more in the darkness of the cocoon rather than maybe in the light of this manifested love and vibrant ability to both fly as well as feeling grounded and stable, you know? All right, so that's what I'm getting right off the bat. All right, so hang in there, group number 3. Y'all are rock stars, though, and you're doing it, and you have more to work with than you think, and you are stronger perhaps than you know, especially if you're in the transformative moment. Because, you know, let's say you're out of the cocoon, you still got to like really stretch and feel your wings, and it's going to take a couple rounds of flight, for example, to really know, you know, your speed, your strength, your agility, your skills, your assets, all that good stuff. So hang in there, enjoy the journey, and just know that this is a divinely guided time and moment for you. Okay? So let's see what the romance angels have to say. I want to know what's going on from the romance angels for your present perspective. What do we need to focus on? What's their guidance? Oh, wow. All right, so I had 2 that really just needed to pop out. So you're like group number 1 where you're having like 2 at once. Okay. All right, y'all. So what we're getting, first card out, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And here we see a character with flowers at a shrine. And look, it looks like they're making an offering to the statue of a god. Perhaps a god of love. Maybe it's Eros. Maybe it's Cupid. I don't know. But making an offering of beautiful, fragrant flowers. Make sure you smell the flowers. Savor the moment. Believe. So for y'all right now, like, because you're in this, your message to the universe possibly is like, I'm in lack, or I'm not deserving, I'm not worthy, I don't have the ability, the means, the room to hold down love, or who's gonna want love with a broke person right now? Who's gonna want to even like talk to me? What am I bringing to the table? It's like, y'all need to, so spirit is basically saying like, change your vibration of those thoughts. Get out of that lack mentality, because if that's where you stay and you vibrate out to the universe, even though you're saying you don't want it, all your vibration is just focusing on what you don't want. This is telling you focus on what you do want. Focus on a love that brings joy, a love that accepts you as you are in your fullness, a love that will basically give you the space to go upon, you know, your own healing, your own growth process, but then be down for some kind of ride of growth together. Somebody who understands, like, if all you have to offer are these flowers you hand-picked versus the bouquet, you know, bought from edible arrangements, you know, you want to be with the person who will accept this and see the beauty and see the intention. And give a prayer to your team, your spiritual guides. Call them in for support. Ask them to help you have a more positive mindset. Ask them to help you enjoy and smell the flowers in the day more, to make you feel attractive, to make you feel deserving. Leverage all of that. Like, you basically got to get your mind and your emotions right and start visualizing success, visualizing what you want, and believing that you deserve it. Like, you got to really, you can't have this energy basically and be focusing only on this and then expect to have the space for love. And you want love, otherwise you wouldn't be on this channel right now. You wouldn't be clicking on this reading, right? Like, you want it. But these are the blocks that Spirit is highlighting. And no tea, no shade, no judgment. Just saying, like, it's time to start really feeling like you deserve this mate and you can attract this mate, and it's possible and it's coming, because it is coming. You just have to have faith. And then even Spirit saying retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Now, on the one hand, for people who are maybe either in a relationship or in a partnership, this could obviously just signify like maybe spending some time to disconnect together. For those of you who are having some challenges in your romantic love life, whether you're single or you're in a situation, this could also be, I think, a big call when it's time to disconnect from the world. To me, that means it's a time to go inward, a time to tap into yourself, your highest self, to your spirit. This is a time for you to really still quiet your mind and hold space to just resonate with the flow of love to and through the universe, unconditional love to and through you, with your spiritual team, with your guides. Like, you need some time to balance out whatever media you're consuming, whatever news you're consuming, whatever content you're consuming that is also like exacerbating your fears, exacerbating your anxieties, exacerbating your thoughts that make you feel like I'm not worthy of love, or I'm not capable of, or it's not coming, or it's never gonna come. Like, this is saying like you gotta do like almost like a negativity detox or negativity diet, or a doubt detox, a doubt diet, a fear detox, a fear diet. I'm getting that message for you. Because I think you are going through such a deep metamorphosis, and it's so beautiful. I think Spirit is trying to call you into how beautiful and how divine that process is, though. I think you're feeling more of the struggle of trying to break free and be liberated and get to the point of abundance, that you don't feel the abundance around you right now. Like, it's really hard. I'm not saying that you are an ungrateful person by any means. I'm not saying it. I just feel like for those of y'all who are drawn to this group, this pile, perhaps, when was the last time you really felt like a deep sense of the joy that comes through into gratitude? Like, when have you really savored the things in your life? And then when have you even just honestly really savored loving yourself for all that you are, all that you bring to the table, all that you do? Making sure you're really holding that space for that self-love as well is massive. And you're going to really need it in order to turn the page on this too. Like, you've got to tap into all of your energy. And normally for the readings, I haven't necessarily been dealing with the bottom of the decks for time's sake. But for you, group 3, I feel like, because I do want to give a message of encouragement and hope, and I do think it's really relevant, the bottom of the Energy Oracle deck, so the deck that did correspond with financial constraints, we got card number 16. This is another 7, another divinely guided and led situation and energy. We have patience. And here we have an angel, and I know it's hard to see, but these angel wings also look like trees from winter with snow, okay? It's a snowy scene, and it's talking about patience. The clock reads 10:10. Remember, 10 is a number of completion and like recognition. If it's positive, it's celebration, it's achievement. If it's negative, it's mourning, it's loss. It's like a deeper acceptance. What I'm getting, because this is the bottom of the deck, we got patience. What popped out for you is financial constraints. Is like, you're in the winter. You're in a place of conservation right now. You may even be in a mindset of lack right now. No judgment. But now you need to really focus and have the faith that the golden hour is coming. Spring is coming, or it has come, but this new season is really moving forward, and your bounty and your abundance are coming in divine timing. You need to hold the faith. This is a part of your journey. There are lessons you are learning in this experience. Don't resist. Surrender and believe that everything is happening for your highest good. I know it's really hard to do that right now, especially as somebody who is facing their own financial constraints, but we've got to take this time to keep our faith, share our voice, create our art, speak our truth, and be in the state of gratitude and help others do the same, so that we are literally creating, cultivating space for this wave of abundance that's going to come as all the snow melts and the trees and the flowers start to bloom and the fruits start to ripen. So hang in there is what I really needed to share with y'all. I felt guided to. because patience for your metamorphosis, it's going to lead to a lot of abundance. We got a 10-10, and for me on that card, I get the sense of it's a 10-10, giving that 10 of cups, tarot for, you know, emotional fulfillment, and then 10 of pentacles, which is like the financial, familial, friend, like very tangible abundance in life. When you have two together, it's basically like from the inside and out, you're feeling amazing, fulfilled, loved, and blessed. All right. So now let's get into your tarot. So for your reading, what I want to do, I'm thinking about clarifying. Let's get some clarification on the financial constraints, and then let's get some clarification on the metamorphosis. So please and thank you, Spirit. I feel called to say, obviously you all use your own guides and ancestor spiritual team. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm feeling guided for this group to recommend, like, if you're really feeling heavy and dense in this transformative moment, questioning your path and direction, call on Archangels Michael and Chamuel at this time. Wow, look at this. On the financial constraints, clarification. First out, we got Queen of Pentacles. There's hope. I told you there's hope in that cupboard, the other side. Wow. Wow, what did I say about the clock and the 10? Okay, what did I say? What have I been saying? Wow, we got 3 cards. Ooh, all so quick. Oh my gosh, and even though I know I shouldn't, but with group number 3, I feel like I'm breaking the rules because y'all need to break out of the mold, break out of this. I know we started heavy, but I'm bringing you back because look, even your bottom of the deck is the 6 of Pentacles. This is a balance, okay? This could represent a balance in our finances, a balance in our income, things working out, things coming through. 6 is a number of harmony, of balance itself. And I think about it, 6 is a number of harmony and balance in relationships. So I'm thinking about partnerships, collaborations, new employment deals. Read the fine print, obviously, okay? Protect yourself. Make sure you're getting a good deal. But I feel like the goodness, like this balance, this peace, okay? This alignment is coming through on the material plane, the Pentacles, suit of Earth. It's coming. It's slow moving in the 3D, but it is coming. I'm just like so hyped right now because, okay, look. We started off here, right? And I told you, don't sleep on that, on them coins. And let's open that door. Let's open some doors. Let's get some ideas. Let's crack the code. Y'all got this. You got the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, she is in her bag. And she is graceful with it, okay? Look at this whole outfit. Like, just flowing, just divine, regal, but not ostentatious, not pretentious. She's just living like, she's literally hovering this beautiful pentacle, this wealth. She has so much abundance, more than enough to share. She's about her investment. She's about her business. She's about her moves. She's confident and also, what is the word? Humble. She's so nurturing. She's enterprising. She's wise. So, for some of y'all, this represents you really stepping into and embodying this creative, patient, nurturing energy when it comes to fixing your finances and or your business and or your career. The other flip side or the addition to this is like, this could represent a mature woman in your life, a motherly figure. That could be somebody you turn to for wisdom as well as support. They could even possibly offer you tangible support, tangible resources, okay? So this is going to take what resonates, leave what doesn't, whether it's more you or someone else. But I do feel like this is signifying support is here for you. And you can tap into this archetype and tap into this energy. And if this is a person, this is a promising connection that's going to be very prosperous. And that was further amplified because speaking of the 10 of Pentacles, here it is. 10 of Pentacles is that financial fulfillment, that prosperity, that wealth, abundance flowing to and through you. Okay, it's coming in. So if you thought you got two measly pentacles here, those 2 pentacles and that golden idea is about to be flipped and reversed into mad pentacles, okay? Like you are going to get the fulfillment. You're going to have more than enough. It's going to be overflowing, okay? Because she knows how to make these coins. She knows how to work the seasons where she knows when to invest, when to save, when to spend, how to navigate, summer, winter, autumn, spring. Like she's about it. This is the earth element. Like I said, sometimes things are slower moving. So I can't give an immediate time frame for y'all, but this is very promising, and it's everything from spirit, whether it's staying optimistic about your love life, the business and the finances and career aspect came in a lot for you. You're being encouraged to stay optimistic about this as well as this. You need to get your mind and your heart right. Stay positive, stay abundant, embrace abundance now, be grateful. If you are struggling, start with your gratitude journal. And if it's as basic as being grateful that you have a pen and paper and that you ate some food today, do it. If it's that you have internet, do it. You have electric, hot water, do it, okay? If you have access to a candy bar right now or some cookies, do it, because we don't. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you can start basic, but really feel it too. Don't just do it just to rattle off a list and say, I did my gratitudes. It's like, no, hold the space for the emotions. Show the world that you are this person. You've already have so many pentacles, and they're only going to get bigger and better, and you're going to have more and more to share, more and more value to add over time. You're transforming. This metamorphosis is bringing you into this. And the last thing you got out with this one, we got the High Priestess. And this to me tied into that retreat energy when I talked about it's time to disconnect from this world, the 3D. It's time for you to go within. It's time for you to connect with your spiritual guides, with your intuition. You need to go behind the veil, underneath the surface. Open your third eye. Download through the crown chakra. Also, make sure you open up that heart chakra too. Let the love flow to and through you. Don't get too mental with it. Feel it. It's in your soul and your spirit, not just your mind. Okay? But you do this, you connect with your spiritual side, you're going to receive some very powerful downloads and support that's really going to help you, I believe, manifest this. Like on these two ends, we have the Queen of Pentacles, who's like a boss and a leader here in the 3D, very prosperous and abundant. And then you have the High Priestess, who's like the ultimate psychic in the deck. It's a balance of intuition and spirit with material success and manifestation. Spiritual informations and downloads, material application of those downloads. You feel me? So you really connect with your guides, connect with your team. You have that right mindset. Like, you are bringing in some really good stuff. I'm very pleased with the way this turned out. Got really excited. So excited. I can't even figure out where I put the tarot deck. Oh my gosh. How did I do that? I got so carried away. Oh, here it is, right in front of my face. All right, let's do some quick clarifications on metamorphosis, and then we're going to get to your lay vampire. So you have your oracle, helper, and guide to close out your reading. All right, thank you all so much, Group 3. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm really loving the shift of this energy. I'm loving the storyline. You started off a little dense, but it really picked up. I'm excited. But yeah, it really does seem like, even though we are doing a love reading, yours has focused a lot on, obviously, your material situation. So that is probably the biggest thing affecting your love life right now. Ooh. Wow, that was a lot at once. Okay. All right, y'all. So for metamorphosis, let me move that over there. Metamorphosis here. First out, we got Queen of Cups. So we got another queen, lots of queen energy. Divine feminine. 5 of Cups. And then we got the 7 of Wands. All right, another promising story, okay? So with the Queen of Cups in this deck, I'm seeing her. The Queen of Cups to me is somebody who's very in tune with their emotions, very aware of them, almost at peace with them, but she's kind of as if she's daydreaming and kind of wishing, also savoring the flavor, if there's something in that glass. Here we have a mermaid, but she's sitting atop a beautiful rock, or maybe a not too cold iceberg, who knows. Her hair is blending in with the night sky and cosmos. It's as if they're one. So to me that signifies a connection with the divine, with our spiritual side. A connection with our spiritual aspects, our spiritual self. I apologize. I realize sometimes I'm noticing this video cuts at 30 minutes and then goes to another file. So I apologize if that just happened. Hopefully we didn't lose anything major. But thank you for hanging in there with me as I learn how to work this technology. One day I'm going to buy a much more expensive camera, but we got to fundraise for that, okay? So yeah, anywho, back to the Queen of Cups. I feel like she's taking the pause to really tune into her emotions, to really savor the flavor of whatever cup or opportunity is in her hand, but gaining perspective. Like, I feel like she's ruminating at night, kind of dreaming, like, where do I want to go? What do I want to do next? Like, what move do I want to make? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling calm, at least. And I hesitated with good for a second because I feel like the good is really it's really up to interpretation. Like, right now, to me, this is emotional reflection and pause and taking perspective. And the fact that it's followed by the Five of Cups. Okay, so the narrative I'm getting for this queen is, it's almost as if she's evaluating the cup that she took, or she walked away from the Five of Cups situation. Now, in the traditional tarot, the Five of Cups is essentially, you see a figure in a card. In front of them are 3 spilled cups, and their head is hanging low, and you're led to believe that they are mourning or they are crying, but they are essentially witnessing, experiencing, and feeling loss. Okay? But behind them are 2 cups that they haven't really noticed or thought about. There's actually 2 more cups, or 2 more opportunities. But the big theme about it is this sense of loss and now this need to change, because it is a 5, so it's about pivoting, changing direction, a transition, a turning point. So it could have been a painful ending or a painful change, right? And there is a dealing with loss at the end of the day. Like, it's not everything is gone, or there's golden nuggets, silver linings, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the character is feeling the loss. There are the other things to gain from it, but loss is still loss, and that mess hurts. And it's valid to feel that. What I'm getting is that this Queen of Cups, with this metamorphosis energy, is, I believe you are undergoing this transformative process, and you are sitting a little bit more in queen energy. So you're still under this night sky, you're reflecting, you're ruminating. I believe you are still healing, but I believe now you're kind of like really taking perspective on that process, taking perspective on the change, allowing yourself to evolve and shift, and really wondering, okay, what am I fully releasing and letting go of? And then what is the benefit? What am I drinking out of this cup that is fulfilling me and sustaining me? And what am I choosing, or what did I choose to leave behind and let go of that no longer serves me? What did I allow go to rest? Or you're debating, what do I allow to go to rest so that I can complete this metamorphosis? You're feeling like, with the 7 of Wands, you're another 7, you're feeling some of this conflict energy, the confrontation. You're feeling the challenge of the growth. You may feel like you've had to defend yourself or fight to come out on top, or you are coming to the top of the mountain, fighting off these things. But understand, you are, and or very soon will be, victorious. You are coming out to the other side. You are standing out on top. You are the warrior princess. You are the god. You know, you are the Ares, the Achilles, the Athena, the Diana, the Xena, who like really slayed and conquered and really put people in place and check. You followed your higher guidance. You connected with your spirit. You tapped into your resources. You worked those tools. And you pretty much was like, you know what? Yeah, I suffered some losses along the way. This was a tough battle, but I made it to the other side. You know, I've got it. I made it. 7 on a 7. 7 beginning, 7 ending. This transformation. Y'all are doing it. It's, you probably likely, experiencing loss, experiencing the despair of loss, that hurt, that pain. That's definitely been going on. But understand, you haven't lost it all. Okay, you still have, and you have more to come. You are being victorious. Sometimes we have to make sacrifices for greater gains. And I feel like y'all are going through some deep soul growth with that energy and concept right now. All right, so lastly, before the battery dies, and to wrap us up, we're going to do the Les Vampires Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. So let's get into it. What do the vampires want to highlight for you all today? All right, Dil Divine Spirit, what is the message for group number 3, my vampire crew? Okay. Hope. Another 7. 4 plus 3, another 7. You are in a very divinely timed situation and space of growth, activation, and transformation. Y'all are where you're at in a very divine way. You need to believe in that and have faith. Your card is hope. anticipation, bright prospects, wish. You need to keep the hope and faith alive, staying optimistic. It's the same message. Everything spirit, and this is why you're even being shown all these pentacles and stuff. Y'all have suffered a lot of loss. Y'all are in some darkness. Some things are going on, and you're kind of like sitting on top of the bones right now, and you're feeling it. This is fresh. This is fresh mourning, fresh pain. You have a candle in the dark. Y'all are my group who are doing the real shadow work and shadow healing right now. Like, you're really just, you've gone through it. This is some deep healing. This is no joke. Because all your healing-oriented cards are very heavy. But y'all got to have that hope. Keep the hope, because make your wishes. The bright prospects are right around the corner. Like I said, you are coming out on top. You are coming out. You are evolving. Okay, you are getting to that next phase. It is happening for you. This is working out. But you've got to believe. You can't give up. Do not blow out the candle. Do not let it go. It's always darkest before dawn. Move forward. Go find the brighter torch, okay? Go find where's the electricity up in this place, okay? Or get out of this tomb, this place. Like, give gratitude, but release these demons. Let them go. Don't sit in your pain. Don't sit in all the stuff that you are letting go of, that you are shedding. It's okay to honor it. I'm not saying forget it, but don't linger there. Don't dwell there. Do not prolong your suffering. Do not prolong being in the dark, because sometimes we go in and we get comfortable in it. Like, let's be real, sometimes we get comfortable in our vices, comfortable with our shadow self. So this is calling you to let that go, okay? Moving forward, and as you do this healing, you follow your spirit, connect with your highest self, with your spiritual team and tribe. You will be highly blessed and divinely favored. You already are, but just keep moving forward. All right, group 3. So I hope this was like super duper helpful. I'm super grateful for your listening. Also, make sure, because you are in a spiritual time, group 3, definitely clear and shield and protect your energy right now. It's very important you to do those meditations, those visualizations. You can work with energy workers like me to assist with that as well. Feel free to reach out if you are interested, but it's very important that you protect your energy, because you are in such a spiritually guided, transformative moment. As you are doing all of this shadow work, energy work, and bringing light into dark spaces, other things, people, and energies and entities will be drawn to your light. You are attractive. You've got it going on, and people are going to sense your come up, even subtly, before it manifests in the 3D. So make sure you're guarded and protected, so that you only attract the right vibration and the right people, beings, entities, energies, etc. around you. Protect yourself. All right? So with that being said, again, I thank you, group 3, my vampire group. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm so grateful. Can't wait to produce more content. Thanks for tuning into the first ever Timeless Pathways. Be sure to give your comments and feedback down below. And yeah, put this on to friends and let me know, how are you navigating this transformation process? I really would love to hear from y'all, even if you have a revelation in a couple weeks about this reading. All right, thanks so much. I love you, kitties. Take care, and we'll talk soon. Bye.